start of new video, November 11th, something like that, I think. Alright. We came down here while Aaron went up north. I wanted to get out of that whole area, and I am taking a load back here just to leave it here because it's better to leave it here. How is the temperature outside? Ooh, it's cold outside. I'm currently in the decision process of whether or not I want to rebuild the transmission on it. I know it needs it, but I don't know if I want to rebuild it now or if I just want to pressure it, get the clutch going and drive it around. I really should rebuild it. I got a bunch of parts for it to do. I am just a little burned out on a lot of it. We are actually at my parents' place. The trailer's over there. I used the trailer to haul the truck inside, and we brought all the heavy stuff here. So I'm done with storage facilities. I do have a bunch of work stuff. I was going to integrate it into the pickup. I still may integrate it in the pickup, but we'll see about that. Right now, I need to throw another layer on because that's cold out there. I'm probably not going to do anything but editing today. Hopefully that's getting cut up. This is here. I don't know when you'll see the video on this. This is a dash. This is a dash for mine. I need to get some parts out of there because there's no part numbers on anything else. So this is the next best option. Hang on. Wow. You are very talkative. Yes, you are. Hi everyone. It's been a while since I've talked and vlogged or anything else like that. I needed recovery time. I can finally share about this last year and everything that's been going on in the background that I couldn't talk about at the time. I think it's alright to share. So I'm going to tell you my side of what's been going on since 2023 and onwards that I haven't been able to share. This is not Raven. This is, we're calling him Shadow or her Shadow. We don't know which. It's a lot cat. We're at my family's place right now. We've been here for a while recovering and taking care of stuff. We moved to Colorado for a while and lived there, we being my friend Aaron and I, and we had some friends up there to offer to have us come live with them. And so we finally took him up on the offer. We was going to buy land there and set up a home base there and a more how can I say it, safer state, less judgmental state. I don't know. I don't like bringing politics in on the channel, so I try to leave it as much of it out because everyone has their own political opinion. Anyhow, we went up a little while ago to look at land, and they said, yeah, come here and stay. Yeah, we'll give you everything you got there. I mean, a vehicle to get into town with, and a place to run my welder and work from, and, you know, you just help us build the house. And I was like, okay. I mean, you got plans for your house, right? And it's like, no, I'm still working on it, but you just help us build. You know, you help us on projects around the property. It's like, okay. I've had that work in the past and been quite successful. So we finally move up there, and of course, you know, we lost a couple wheel studs because we was either too heavy or too much wind. I'm not saying which one it is. And we got up there. As soon as we get up there, they're pushing us to build a house, a tiny house, which I was trying to get my friend to build something smaller, a lot more mobile, and a lot so not permanent. Something on skids or something on trailer, something like that. She is set on the tiny house, and we built the tiny house. Technically, I had verbal permission from them to show you the video. Don't know how much I really consider their verbal permission at this thing as being anything valid, but I figure it's my films and my videos, and I can share it. So here's my tiny house build. Okay, you're still recording. Anyhow, let me reiterate, this is not to defame anyone or anything else. It's just my experience with some people that I thought I knew and I did not. Anyhow, I bought the truck because we was on contract with a property up there. It's just the rules and regulations and covenants that they don't tell you. There's covenants in Colorado regarding what can be done and can't be done with. Didn't pass the title search, so I bought the truck so we'd have a four-wheel drive vehicle to go and bring water in where we was going. It still may end up serving that purpose. It's not there. While I was out traveling around the second time, I got to go to Oz's party, which I appreciate. That was fun. Anyhow, the truck I thought it needed a new throwout bearing. Erin had a girlfriend whenever I went out to Oz's place during the party. She found a girlfriend, and we got a place in Pueblo there for a while. I do not like hanging around my friends when they get a girlfriend. There's always that jealousy problem, and there was definitely some craziness going on. Don't really want to go into it. I did all the work I could get done in their driveway, in the girlfriend's driveway, while I was there in Pueblo, because I was done. I was ready to take off. I was like, I am so over this. I am so over the craziness. I'm just going. And that's usually what I do when the craziness kind of hits the fan, and it's like, what the hell is going on here? And I don't know why people always come around me whenever they bring the craziness. I don't know. Anyhow, so I was getting ready to go. Erin was going to house sit my sister's pets while she was out of country. And I said I didn't know where I'd be financially and living wise, so I left and I took the truck and Erin's trailer back to Enid so I could work on it, because bleeding hydraulic clutches on a cylindrical cylinder suck. They're really weird. I'm sorry. So that's where I was at. We eventually moved. The girlfriend was very manipulative too, so I was like, I'm done, I'm not staying. It's like, all right, well, I'm going with you. And it's like, oh really, why? It's like, well, she broke up with me. And it's like, okay, when? It's like, yeah, 3 days ago. And it's like, okay, well, this is weird. And then when Erin was gone, the gal's like, can you pretend like we're still back together? The other girl didn't work out and I want to be there, and just call me every day. So Erin had to call her now ex-girlfriend every day. It was horrible for her. Not so much for me. I was here working on vehicles in the cold. Basically sealed the deal for her. She was pretty much ready to get out of there. So we got out of there. We're calling, well, we think we ran into two narcissists in Colorado. And yeah, between that and all the other bad stuff that happened, we lost we lost Raven, the new cat. We had an accident that we couldn't, there's nothing that could be done for it, so we lost Raven. That's all I'm going to say. Hunter passed about a month after we got back here. Her dog that she's had for 6 or 7 years, and it was 16.5 to 17.5-year-old Pomeranian that passed. My uncle passed when we got back here. Heater in the truck, or heater in the ambulance went out, which, you know, is my only heat source for in here, and it's going to get cold. Batteries have to be kept warmed with us because they're lithium, so it's like, okay, shut everything down and move in the house until I can figure stuff out in here. So I went ahead and did some work in here and moved into the house here in Oklahoma, and it's like, oh, everything just keeps hitting me. I pulled the clutch, got a new clutch in it, had the flywheel redone. The second time I pulled the clutch, it still made the click, 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 click noise. I rebuilt that. I have some video of it. I'm sure you'll get to watch soon. I ended up doing it 3 times. And I ended up replacing more parts in the transmission than I really wanted to. It's springtime. And where else? I am in the ambulance right now, kind of. I'd be more in here, but everything's still, I'm still exhausted. This is the first time I felt the energy to get up and make a video. Mentally, physically exhausted. The truck is running good now, for the most part. Funny thing is, I got to replace the power steering pump front seal on the ambulance. That has to be fixed. probably going to end up fixing the e-brake on it so it holds a little better. What else needs to be done? Oh yeah, there's an oil leak on the top of the 7.3 that needs to be fixed. The seat cover on the 88.4 needs to be fixed. Let's see, what else? I'll go through the Ford with you guys, show you all this, what all's been done. I really think I got a lemon. There's a lot to be done with it, but it's solid now, I'm pretty sure. We'll go through it at a later time and talk about the Ford. I haven't looked on Patreon. I have not had internet for 3 or 4 months for managing anything, and for some reason Patreon won't let me manage it from the app. I don't know what's going on with that. So if you're one of my patrons, thank you for still being there. If you're not, I understand. Yeah, life has been rough. It's been very rough, and I have checked out for a while, so that's where I'm at. I would have loved to do a Florida trip with the rest of them. Thank you for the invite, but however, this was taking all my time, and once I'm done with everything here, we should be on a better standing. I hope to run DoorDash and some other side gigs with the truck in the back, and maybe we can figure out from there what's the next step to do. Anyhow, there's roughly where I'm at right now. I mean, I am in the ambulance now, which is nice to be back in the ambulance. I got in here 5 days ago. Heater's still not working. I've got a electric heater down there working. You heard a cat earlier. That was a stray that adopted us here. She's more comfortable in here, probably because Raven was in here at one point. What else? Anyhow, I could tell you our pet names for the people out there. There's no point to really tell or anything else. It was a life learning experience, stressful. I did meet some very nice neighbors of there. They was very sweet, and I feel sorry for them to have to live next to them, but you know, at a certain point you got to take care of yourself. So anyhow, that's where we're at. That's where I'm at. We're gonna move forward from it and try to start making videos again of a happier time in life, and hopefully I'll stop being rough. Alright, that's where we're at. I'm gonna share some of the travel videos of around. I left you off the satellite dish, I think, and I will bring you into more. Most of these videos are from intermittent traveling and looking at property, and I cross-reference property addresses with moisture levels, temperatures, and good bee flying weather, because we like honeybees. So we'll see what happens in the future. Hopefully we can get this rig out and travel. I have traveled a lot in it. I have paid a lot of mechanics in different places to look some stuff out. And that's part of the reason I'm kind of not moving. That's also part of the reason I did not end up going to the desert. The mechanical things of having checked out and having work redone and redone has been very expensive, and that's why I came back here, so I could work on it myself and get it going right. Alright, hopefully y'all doing good out there, and hopefully the world will get better. Alright, love y'all, take care. This way every video is going to start with me coming out of my rig. Anyhow, I'm working on my truck again. I've always been working on my truck for about 6 months now. Now this is a new piece of glass I got, used, of course. I didn't want to spend a ton of money. It's $200 to buy a brand new one. Just got done cleaning most of the tint off of it, enough that I can silicone the edges in place here, and it's going to go in there. But I figured I'd make a quick video since I can't find any instructions about the glass, the back glass here, as far as switching over from a solid frame to a split frame. And the reason is I have plans for the back of this. I don't know if I'm going to stick with those plans, but I do have plans for the back of it. I got a screwdriver in here, screwdriver up there. I've ordered 2 of these now. They're both the same. They have a groove in the middle and this small groove here. And the thing is it doesn't quite big enough for this to fit in there. But there's a, you know, There's a cat there. I think this will end up having a special spot just for that when we get in there. We'll see once we get in there and go into it a little farther. But I figured I'd bring one in. It drives great now. Now that we got the transmission back together and new parts in it, new gears and new input shaft, new carrier bearing, another new carrier bearing, new clutch, and everything else. It actually shifts good. I just need to get the alignment done on it, and I will be driving it again. I need to get it set up for being towed. That's on the list of things to do, and I need to put power steering fluid on it because I replaced the power steering pump. And then the same thing on the ambulance. The power steering pump has to be replaced also there. This is such a sweet kitty. Yeah, you're a sweet kitty cat. Yeah, for Stray, you're very sweet. She's a pregnant Stray now. So, we're going to have a kitten soon. Of this darling, sweetie kitty cat who just wants to be loved and touched and petted on and held and carried and just loved. She's a beautiful girl. Anyhow. I still haven't figured out how far I want to go with this, but I'm going to do this. I got the new door over there. The door is here to replace that dent, and this may or may not get replaced. It depends on how much energy and how much money I want to drop into it. I really don't right now want to drop any money into it, but I need a vehicle to get around, so I will do it. I would like to have the back glass because I can build a little compartment here for you know, I should have just got an extended cab, but I can build a little compartment here for storage stuff in a locked container that I can access, and I'll probably end up using part of the camper cover. I don't know why I was going to make a custom one originally. I may still end up making a custom one. Anyhow, as my energy gets back up and going, we'll see. Alright. Ended up folding it out on the inside and sliding it down. I did cut it a little bit just to see and make sure I was getting into what I was getting into. I hope it's the same thing I ordered from LMC truck price. But it's not gonna be the same thing because we got the one that's rated for the outside, so I'm hoping that this sliver goes on that sliding line and then the sliding glass goes into that groove, and not that the sliding glass goes into this groove. I think we can pull it out at this point in time anyhow. Let's see, that down at the bottom cut. We're going to see if we can lift. Ah, yes, we can lift. We'll lift the top up, twist it around, and it slides out. And it's out. And that's how you remove it. Yay! It's out. Video, awesome, done. Let's see if that other piece will fit. While I'm in here, I'm going to sand some of this and prime it, because the color I'm going back with will probably not be red.